The text came in at 11:47 p.m., lighting up my phone on the nightstand. I'm staying at Mark's. Don't wait up. No explanation. No apology. Just that. I stare at the ceiling, my heart thudding like it was trying to break out of my chest. Mark. The same Mark she'd sworn was just a friend. The same Mark who never held a job longer than a few months. The same Mark I covered rent for once, because my wife said he was going through a rough patch. I didn't reply. I couldn't. My throat felt tight, like any word would come out broken. For weeks before that night, something had been off. She'd started guarding her phone like it was a state secret, smiling at messages, then flipping the screen face down when I walked into the room. Missed calls she explained away with, "Sorry, work was crazy," even though her office closed at 5. I told myself I was being paranoid. Married men aren't supposed to jump to conclusions. That's what trust is, right? You give the benefit of the doubt, even when your gut won't shut up. But the signs stacked up quietly. Her coming home late with excuses that didn't line up. Her laughter feeling distant, like it belonged to someone else now. And the way she'd flinch when I asked simple questions, like I was poking at something sore. Mark entered our marriage like a shadow. She talked about him constantly, his bad luck, his rough childhood, how he just needed one break. I listened. I nodded. I even defended him when my brother called him a leech. Meanwhile, I was the one working double shifts, the one paying the mortgage, the one planning for a future she said she wanted. That night, I didn't sleep. Around 3 a.m., I opened our shared laptop. I wasn't proud of it, but desperation has a way of killing your principles. Her email was still logged in. I found months of messages, long, intimate ones. Not explicit, but worse. Inside jokes, complaints about me, lines like, "He doesn't get me the way you do," and "I feel alive with you." There it was. Death by 1,000 senses. When she came home the next afternoon, she smelled like his cologne. Cheap, overpowering. I asked her straight up if she was seeing him. She didn't deny it. She sighed, sat down, and said, "I didn't mean for it to happen like this." Like this. As if betrayal was a scheduling issue. She told me she felt stuck with me, that I was stable but boring. That Mark made her feel wanted. She admitted he didn't have much, no job, crashing on a friend's couch, but said love wasn't about money. I asked her if she loved him. She hesitated, then nodded. That hesitation hurt more than an instant yes would have. I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I felt something inside me go quiet, like a switch flipping off. I told her I needed time. She packed a bag and left. This time, she didn't text. The house fell hollow after that. Every memory turned sharp. The mug she bought me on our anniversary. The dent in the couch where we used to sit together. Even silence felt loud. A week later, I made a decision. I wrote a resignation letter. Not to my job, but to the life I'd been holding together alone. I printed it and left it on the kitchen table where she'd see it when she came by to grab the rest of her things. It wasn't angry. It wasn't dramatic. I wrote about how I loved her, but couldn't compete with someone who needed rescuing more than commitment. How I refused to be the safe option she settled for while chasing chaos. How I was done financing dreams that didn't include me. I ended it with one line. I choose myself now. She came by that evening. I wasn't home. She called me 6 times. Then the text started. "Please call me." I didn't realize what I was throwing away. Mark doesn't even know what he wants. Too late. Later, a mutual friend told me the truth. Mark had already moved on. Another woman. Same story. My wife had been a placeholder, not a priority. She showed up at my door days later, eyes red, voice shaking. Said she'd made a mistake. Said stability mattered after all. I listened. I really did. Then I told her no, not because I hated her, but because I finally respected myself. Now, months later, the house feels different. Quieter, but honest. I don't check my phone for messages that won't come. I don't compete with ghosts. I wake up knowing I didn't abandon myself to keep someone else comfortable. If you're listening to this and you're doubting your worth because someone chose chaos over you, remember this. Being chosen last by the wrong person is still better than being chosen first for the wrong reasons. And if this story hit you, subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments. I read them all.